guys. So my name is Tanner. For those of you that don't know me, I'm one of the leaders here in I Am Academy. I did the traditional route. I went to college for 2 years. Played a little bit of ball out there. Unfortunately, tore my ACL twice, both freshman and sophomore year. So I decided, to come home, start working. And I fell into the 9 to 5, worked at Wells Fargo for about 4.5 years. There I really found a passion to really help people succeed financially, whether that be within their checking account, finding ways to save money, credit, loans, whatever it may be. That's where I found my passion, right? But when I was introduced to this platform here back in January, it really opened my eyes that I can really take that passion to the next level, and that I can really impact a lot more lives through my phone and through my laptop, rather than just sitting at my desk waiting for people to come in. So I do want to thank you guys for coming on here tonight and gaining this knowledge. With that being said, we're just going to go ahead and hop into the presentation here, and hopefully you guys get some knowledge to be able to pass along, or that you're able to help impact your life as well. I Am Academy. One of the co-founders is Bob Proctor. For those of you that don't know him, Bob Proctor has actually been studying the human mind for about 30 to 40 years, has been a motivational speaker, and has also dabbled in the foreign exchange market as well. Within that 30 to 40 years, he has come up with this pyramid strategy for the wealthy. As you can see down here, down at the bottom, we have the first tier, which is about 96% of people. They're trading their time for money for their job, right, for their job. So they're trading about 40 hours a week to get a paycheck, 160 hours a month, their time to get some money. And really, that's where I fell in. That's kind of where we're taught in school, is to, go get a job, go to school, get a good paying job, and just trade our time for money. And in this platform, I've really realized that that's really not the way that we're supposed to live. We're not supposed to live to work 50 years and enjoy about 10, 20 of it in retirement, right? Now, the next tier here, as you can see, is about 3% of the world's population. They're investors, right? They're trading their money for money, whether that be stocks, foreign exchange, cryptocurrency, or even they're investing into real estate, right? In some way, they're trading their money to get more money. And the last percent here, 1%, is up at the top. Those are the millionaires, right? They have multiple streams of income. They have anywhere from 5 to 7 streams of income coming to them residually. That means that they're getting a paycheck every single week, every single month, for work that they've already done, right? And that's what really separates the millionaires versus this 96%, right? The 96%, they only have one stream of income, right? Which means that if they lose that one stream of income, they're broke, right? Whereas these 1%ers, they have multiple streams of income. So if they lose one stream of income, they have a way to be able to get that back and possibly even get another stream of income to replace that, right? Now, what Mastery I Am Academy is basically, it's these 4 academies down here: Forex, HFX, DCX, and ECX, which we'll go over that. It's really the future. Everything that you do is through your phone. I don't know about you, but all my friends, everybody that I know is always on their phone, whether it be social media, texting, whatever it may be. They're on their phone and they're doing something with their time on their phone, and it's necessarily not making them money, right? But I Am Academy has found a way to be able to turn your phone into your ATM and to be able to make money through your phone, right? Now, the 4 academies that we have within this platform, you have the foreign exchange market, the DCX market, HFX, and ECX. That's 4 different streams of income that you have a way to make money from your phone and to be able to turn your phone or laptop into your paycheck, right? And you can have all these different ways to be able to make streams of income into your phone. And we're actually going to go over each single one of them here right now. So the first one here, we have the Foreign Exchange Academy. This is basically just us trading one currency for another. It's just like if you were to go to Mexico or, even England, you can't use the American dollar in Mexico, right? So you have to trade the US dollar for the Mexican peso. And you don't make money for doing that. You just trade it and use their money that you can, whatever the exchange rate is. In this, academy, and the way that we teach, we're able to make money in this market. And it's amazing to me that not many people know about this. And myself, working at the bank, I didn't even know about this because the bank actually does this. So if you keep your money in the savings account, they pay you like what 1% a year, but they'll take your money and exchange it in this foreign exchange market. So in a way, we are just like the banks, but we're able to make this money for ourselves, right? And in the stock market, it's about $6 billion a day, whereas the foreign exchange market is $7.3 trillion daily, and we're able to dip our hand in there and get our bag. So what this is, I know, graphs when I first started, charts, that wasn't for me. I was like, no. But once you go through these trainings, this all becomes very, very simple, right? So in our academy, our educators and everything that we have will be able to help you determine where to enter and exit the markets, right? And we measure the movement and we determine it off of a pip count, right? So what a pip is there's these little numbers right here. Our pips are basically just numbers, right, at the end. And so if we were to go into the market here and we are able to buy when the market is low and sell when the market's high. So in this example, we bought when the market's low, right? And when we bought, we caught 125 pips. Now what that means is if we were to go in and you were able to trade at a micro pip or 1 cent, then you would catch 10 cents per pip. So at $125, that's $12.50, right? And I know a lot of you are like, $12.50 is not a lot. I make more than that an hour, right? But if you think about it, if this is something that you did while you were sleeping, because that's literally what this is. We send out trade ideas, you put it in, you go to sleep, you wake up with a profit, right? That's $12.50 that you didn't have to do anything except copy and paste to make, right? Whereas you have to go to work and work at least 1 hour to at least make that, right? Now, to step that up a level, if you want to trade at a mini, that's 10 cents, then that's $1 per pip, that's 125 pips, right? $125 that you just made in your sleep, right? I know most people have to work an 8-hour shift in order to make $125 in a day, where you put numbers in, you fall asleep, and you wake up to money on your phone within 8 hours, within 3 hours, whatever the time frame is when it hits your take profit, right? Now, if you even want to step that up and you want to go to a standard and you want to trade $1, that's $10 per pip at 125 pips. That's $1,250 right there that you just made. Now, I know for me, when I was working, I was getting paid about $20 an hour. I had to work 2 weeks, 160 hours to get that after taxes, right? But you're able to do this in your sleep in 8 hours while you're sleeping and just let the market go and listen to the other educators and be coachable. You're going to be able to catch this bag real quick without even have to do very much work, right? And you can put in multiple positions if you want. It doesn't have to be just the one trade. But if you are, confident enough and able and willing to risk that, then you're definitely going to be able to catch a lot of bags in a real small time. Now, our next academy here, which personally is my favorite, it's the HFX Academy. I like to call this Forex on Crack, right? Because this is literally where we're making our money within minutes, right? It's time-based or called binary trading. Our profits are fixed percentages, as you can see over here. It really depends on what broker you want to go with. In this broker, as you can see, we're trading euro for the US dollar, right? And so if we're trading the euro for the US dollar, in this example, we're getting a 70% return, and that's what the broker is going to pay back to us, right? So what our educators do and what we're determining is that we go in right here at this point, and let's say in 1 minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever it may be, we are going to determine that the market's going to be higher than where we're going in, right? So this is where it ends after 1 minute, and it's above our strike price, right? So what that means is that we just won that trade. So if you're trading $10 at 70% return, you just got a $17 payout, right? So you got your $10 back and the $7 that the broker is going to give you. So all in all, you made $7 in a minute. And I know you're like, $7, that's probably like a burger or something, right? But if you think about it, $7 in 1 minute, how many places are you going to be able to find that they're going to give that to you, right? Because I've looked high and low. I have not found a place that's going to pay me $7 in 1 minute, right? They pay you hourly, and you're lucky if it's about 15. So if you make $7 a minute, imagine how much money you can make in just an hour of trading this, right? Now, if you wanted to step that up and you wanted to trade $100 at a 70% return, that's a $170 payout, right? That's $70 in a minute that the broker is going to pay you because you determined where the market was going to be in 1 minute. And then also, if you want to step that up again, if you want to risk a little more and go $1,000 at 70%, that's $1,700 back to you, right? Your 1,000 that you initially traded with and the $700 back to you, which is crazy to think about because $700 is probably somebody's weekly check, but you're going to be making that in 1, 2, 5 minutes. Like, nobody tells you how quickly you can make money from your phones, all just by being coachable and listening to educators that are making 6, 7 figures a year off of this, right? Because, I went to college for 2 years. I had a lot of professors. None of them had their own stores. None of them, had their own, were making 5, 6 figures a year from just teaching. And we have to pay them in order to get that education, right? It's just crazy to think that we're doing this right here, right? Now, our next academy, I'm sure a lot of you guys haven't heard of cryptocurrency. If you haven't, then you're probably living under a rock because, with Elon Musk, Dogecoin, Bitcoin, Litecoin, whatever it may be, it's big thing right now because that is going to be the future, right? We're going to the moon with Dogecoin, right? With that being said, in this academy and in these markets, we're actually able to make money whether the market's going to be going up or down, which is crazy because if you think about it, the traditional trading in the US is stocks, right? So if you're buying stocks, you're basing your profit off of a business doing good. And that's what really turned me off from stocks and really turned me to this platform because, my success is determined on my trainings, on me being coachable and listening to educators, right? And with DCX, it's like, 10 times what Forex is because you can catch thousands of pips and within minutes, right? Within hours, you can make so much more money. This is basically the same rule of thumb as the Forex, right? If you want to trade at a micro, mini, or normal, you're able to make this money. So if we were to do this at a mini, so that'd be about $1 per pip. In this time frame here, which is probably about 2 hours, we just caught 6,200 pips, and that's going to pay you out at $1 per pip. So you made $6,200 in about an hour or so, which is ridiculous because back when I was working, that's about 2 months, 3 months, 2.5 months worth of work that you have to do to be able to get that type of money. And we're able to do that within an hour or so, or while we're sleeping. 8 hours while we're sleeping. We get to wake up and we see profits on our phone because we listen to educators and put in a few numbers on a phone, right? And our last academy that we have here is for anybody that really wants to have and own their own business from their phone or laptop, right? It's called drop shipping. So it's just like Amazon, right? You go on Amazon, you buy something, Amazon ships it out. What most people don't know is that each item in Amazon is actually from a different distributor or a different person that has their own store through Amazon, right? So the way that this works is you set up a store through your phone or your most likely your laptop, and the customer is going to go into your store, whether it be through a Facebook ad or Instagram ad, and they're going to pay $49.99 for your item, right? So what's going to happen is it's going to be sent to a supplier, and the supplier is going to actually ship that out. So you don't have to have this merchandise at home. You just have to have a store set up and everything set up, and the payment will go to you. The manufacturer will actually take your item, package it, and send it to the merchant. To the customer, and they're just going to charge you $8.99 to do that whole process. So you just made $41 off of that item for the drop shipper basically doing all the work for you. And to think of to put that in perspective, if something's really selling really well, if you have a great traction market, you're going to make at least 5, 6 sales a day at $41. That's crazy because if you make 100 sales in a day, you just made 100 sales in a week, you just made about $4,100 in your pocket, and a small percentage of that is going to a drop shipper, and you're making the rest of that money. Then it's going to continually go in because your store is going to be up 24/7. People are always buying things online, especially with COVID. People are still scared to go out, so they're still shopping online. So if they find your products and they want to buy it, they're just going to be making you money, right? And you're going to be able to supply merchandise to customers without actually having to hold on to any merchandise at all, right? Now, a lot of this, I know this is a lot of information with all the 4 different markets, but the great thing about IM Academy is that they are making everything super simplified. Whether you've been here for years or whether you've been here for a week, there's so many things that they are improving about this platform to make it simple for you to learn and make money. And we're actually going to show you how we're doing it. So there's 3 different things that we have here. At the top here, you can see all of our strategies that we have that come included in our packages, right? So this right here, our first one is our Profit on the Go. So you download an app on your phone where our educators and our strategies or our robots, they scan the markets, they come up with trade ideas, they send it to your phone as a push notification, email, text, whatever you want. And you go into your broker and you do exactly what that trade says, and you're going to make money, right? See here, we're trading USD for the JPP, Great British Pound. And we're going to go ahead and just go to our broker. We're going to plug in a few numbers. And as you can see, we're going to make profits, right? We're going to make profits off of copying and pasting and being coachable and listening to those strategies and to our educators, right? And our next one, this is personally my favorite, is our Go Lives. This is what I like to call you learn as you earn, right? So what happens is we have, over 200 educators in 12 different languages, providing over 1,000 hours throughout a week, times to go live on the markets, teach you what they're seeing and how they're able to determine where the market's going. And they tell you when to go in and when to go out, right? So if you hop on one of these Go Live sessions, you're going to be able to get a quick bag with one of our educators, because they're going to tell you exactly when to go in, how long you should go in for, how much you should risk, and all of that. And they're going to be able to get you money while you're learning how to work these markets, right? Now, our last one is our Go strategies. So if you work a 9 to 5 or, you work 10-hour days and you're unable to make it on one of these Go Live sessions, there's no worry at all, because we have Go strategies, which actually are little robots that scan the markets and are able to determine where the market's going to end up. So if you're able to go through all the trainings, able to read these strategies, you're going to go in, you're going to be able to determine where the markets go, and you're going to be able to put those trades in and make money on your own. It's simple. It's really easy as that. Like I said, all you got to do is be coachable and learn the strategies, listen to educators, and you're going to be able to start making bags by yourself or even with an educator, right? Now, I know a lot of you guys are probably like, how do I get started? Because this seems crazy and is ridiculous, right? We're actually going to get into that right here. I wouldn't worry too much about this. ECX is a little outdated, but our elite package, which gets you access to a lot of our scanners, our strategies, our educators, and it also gets you to our Foreign Exchange Academy, our HFX Academy, and our DCX Academy, all for a startup price of $324.95 and $274.95 a month. Now, that is not a lot if you really put it into perspective, because if you go on YouTube, Instagram, or whatever, and you try to look for another educator that's trying to teach you how to do foreign exchange, they're charging you thousands and thousands of dollars. Like I said at the beginning, I went to college. I went $24,000 in debt in just 2 years, and that's with the football scholarship. That's with the education scholarship. That's with a lot of grants, distance grants, whatever it may be. I had a lot of student aid to be able to go to college, but I'm still in $24,000 in debt. And most of the stuff I learned, I don't even put into my life, because it doesn't pertain to my everyday life. It doesn't even pertain to my job that I had, because I was able to get a job that paid very well without even having my associates or my bachelor's, right? And to be able to get this kind of knowledge from people that have proven to have their own stores and make millions of dollars in sales, or have proven educators that are making 5, 6, 7 figures a year trading, it's crazy, because all you're paying is $324.95 one time, and then $274.95 a month. To be able to make more than $274.95 a month is just absolutely ridiculous, because our ECX package is actually the price of one of these platinum packages. It's going to be $234.95 to start and $174.95 a month, and that's to be able to get educators that are going to teach you how to drop ship. That's actually gives you products that are selling, so that you're able to put that on your store and you're able to make money from things that they have already proven that are working, right? Now, if you just want to work out one of these packages, either just the foreign exchange or just the high frequency or the digital currency, you are more than welcome to do that, because that is only $234.95 to start and $174.95 a month. And like I said, you're not going to get this type of education and this type of family within our academy, because we do have a bunch of chats, we have trainings, we have so many people wanting to pour into you so that you're able to learn more and make more money for yourself. This whole business is not about making money for ourselves. We want to help impact so many lives. We're already at 500,000 people that we have impacted, and we're looking to go millions and millions of people. We're trying to impact every single person that we come in contact with. And each one of these packages, man, you're going to be able to make your initial investment back, because that's exactly what this is. $234.95 is an investment into yourself and into your future, because you're going to get so much knowledge on these skill sets. It's crazy to think where you can take this within the next year or so if you continue to stick with it. Now, the other great thing about this academy is that we have a way that you don't have to pay these monthly fees, right? It's just like a subscription. You got Netflix, Hulu, your gym membership. You got to pay monthly for that service, right? And, if anywhere you go, they probably do have a referral system. T-Mobile, I know, has one. I know Wells Fargo, when I was working there, they have referral systems, right? And this academy does too. We have a tuition thing where if you get two people that you love and care about, that you think that this could impact their life and help them be able to up their finances and be able to get another stream of income, all you got to do is introduce them to this platform, get them in, and then now you don't have to worry about your $174.95, right? So you get two people in to sign up with you, and you get to worry about just trading. All you got to do is worry about trading and making your money. You don't have to worry about a monthly fee or anything coming out, so that you can get that education, right? Now, with that being said, guys, that's actually it. That is all the presentation. And so I really want to thank you guys for hopping on tonight. I know you guys, it's Tuesday. You guys really didn't have to hop on, but you did. Now, all I ask is that you guys go back to the person that invited you, because they obviously cared enough to be able to share this information with you so that they can help impact your life as well. And just thank them. If this is for you, ask them, hey, how do I get started? I want to get started today so I can start making this back. If not, if it's not for you, just let them know, hey, I really appreciate the opportunity that you provided me here and the solution, but it's just not for me now. Maybe in the future. But if that's the case, don't let this knowledge go to waste. Share it with somebody that you think is that may use this and be able to impact their life and change their life so they're better. With that being said, guys, again, thank you. And I really, really hope you guys enjoy the rest of your night.